Good morning, my proud students. Wherever you are, may you always be in good health and under God's protection. Welcome to Managerial Economics course. In this meeting, we will discuss the topic about the application of elasticity in managerial decision making by Professor Dr. Elizabeth Siahaan, EMEC from Department of Management, Faculty of Economic and Business, University Sumatera Utara. After attending this lecture, student will 1. able to understand the concept of demand elasticity and supply elasticity. 2. able to understand price elasticity of demand, income elasticity of demand, cross elasticity of demand to price. And 3. able to understand the elasticity of supply to price by knowing the types of elasticity and supply curves, as well as being able to understand method of calculating supply elasticity. Outline of the session. In this session, we will study a lot about elasticity. First, we will discuss introduction about elasticity, to demand elasticity, price elasticity of demand, 4. demand elasticity of income, and the 5. our outline of this session discuss about cross demand elasticity, 6. supply elasticity, and 7 types of supply elasticity and supply curve. We know that economic condition of a country is constantly dynamic, sometimes sluggish and sometimes strong, sometimes stable or conducive, and it depends on the market or the force of supply and demand. Manager must be able to analyze the phenomena of changes in the factor that affect the demand and supply in market. Why is this important? A good manager must be able to analyze the phenomena of changes in the factors that affect demand and supply in the market. Why is this important? Because producer will be able to anticipate various changes from demand side, such as prices, changes in customer taste, changes in income and other, or also changes from the supply side. For example, increase production costs or technology that continue to changes, so that productivity in selling goods to customer must still be good, and market segmentation become more effective. If we discuss demand elasticity, then we will look at individual customers' behavior in demand. Because elasticity is the process of measuring how the customer response will be changed in demand if there's a change in the factors that affect the amount of product demand, such as the existence of substitute product, luxury product, and basic need, taste changes, changes in customer income, changes in expectation of future product, prices, potential customer, expectation of future product, availability. From the equation above, it can be seen that the relationship between product price X and product price L is substitution, because it has the opposite relationship between PX and PL to the amount of product X demand. If the price of product S rises, then the demand of product X will decrease, because people will switch to buy product L due to the negative relationship between the price of product X and the price of product L. So between product X and L is substitution, product substitution. From the equation above, it can be seen that the relationship of product X and product M is complementary. Product X and product M is complementary because the relationship is unidirectional If the price of product X rise, and then the demand of product X will decrease. And if the price of product M rise, the demand for product X will decrease too. Because between product X and product M has a unidirectional and complementary relationship. If product X is car, product M is gasoline. This means that if the price of car rises, then the demand for car will fall. Then the price gasoline rises, the demand of car will also fall. That means the relationship between cars and gasoline is unidirectional and complementary. Next, we will discuss the types and criteria for measuring demand elasticity, which consists of 5 types, namely inelasticity demand curve. From this graph, we can see that the demand is inelastic to price. The condition if there is an increase in product prices, then the percentage change in the number of product demand by customer is smaller than the percentage change in price. This means that customers are less sensitive in responding to price change that occur. An example of inelasticity demand is the demand for basic foodstuffs and health, consultation fees to doctor, and drug costs. The 9 ingredients are rice, sagu, corn, sugar, vegetable, and fruits, beef, chicken, and fish cook oil are also the basic foodstuff. From this figure, we can see that the concept of inelastic demand graphically. If tuna is sold at price 40,000 per kg, the demand for tuna reached 300. When the price of tuna increase 50%, become 60,000 per kg, the public demand decreased to 200 kg or decreased by 33% from the initial demand. The percentage increase in price is greater than the percentage decrease in quantity demand. Is an indicator of inelastic demand. From this slide, we can discuss about demand elasticity curve. Elasticity demand is a condition where the percentage change in price is smaller than the percentage change in the number of product requests. Elasticity demand often occur in products that have many substitute goods, namely clothes, restaurant, cars, cell phone, brand, and so on. Price elasticity of demand we can see from the curve. Price elasticity of demand is said to be elastic if elasticity demand bigger than 1. And for example, elasticity demand equal to 7. That means elasticity demand bigger than 1. Means that if the price increase by 10%, consumer need for product will decrease by 70%. This means that the customer are very sensitive to price changes made by producers. If after calculating the elasticity of demand for prices is categorized as elastic, producers should reduce price, provide discount or provide bonus, or buy two get an additional one product, etc. In this slide, we can discuss about elasticity unitary. The percentage change in the quantity of the product demand is equal to percentage change in price. So the elasticity demand equal to 1. Elastic unitary demand illustrates that if the price changes, the magnitude of changes in the amount of product demand will be equal to the magnitude of the price change. For example, if the price of beef increased by 10%, the demand for beef will decrease by 10% too. From this graph, we can see that the condition of unitary elasticity in beef. When there is a 50% increase in price from P1 to P2, from 10,000 per kg to 150 per kg, there is a 50% decrease in demand from the initial demand. Example, from the beef 2000 kg to 1000 kg, the demand of beef. Thus, in unitary elastic demand, the magnitude of change in price, 50%, will make decrease, the quantity of demand will decrease equal 50%, equal to 50%. Okay, we will study about perfect elasticity demand. Perfect elasticity demand describes of demand for a product that is very sensitive to price changes. A slight increase in price will make customers don't want to buy, or the demand will be zero. Thus, the demand curve is horizontal. An example of a product whose demand is perfectly elastic in an agriculture commodity trade, in a perfectly competitive market structure, which has the same homogeneous form, characteristic, and identical functions, even though it is sold in different places or produced by different producer. This figure shows that condition of perfect elasticity. In this case, we take the example of the price of electronic mobile phone credit. The market generally sells a nominal credit of 10,000 rupiah as a price of 11,000 rupiah. Consumers are reasonably aware of the equilibrium price at the 11,000 rupiah price level. All customers are willing to buy credit at that price. However, if the seller sells at unreasonable price such as 17,000, no customer will be willing to buy credit at that store. Okay, next we study about perfect inelasticity. Perfect inelasticity demand is a condition where price changes are unable to significantly affect demand quantity demand. The demand curve is vertical, which means that regardless of the prevailing price, The quantity of goods demands by customer does not change. This is because the price is not consideration of customer in deciding to buy. Customer will still buy at any price because customer really need the product for their survival. Example of goods whose demand is perfectly inelastic are in the health sector, such as chemotherapy, dialysis, drugs, and have no substitution such as insulin. Regardless of the prevailing price, the quantity of good demand by customer does not change. The quantity of demand does not change regardless the price. Whatever the price, the quantity of demand is still same. The figures show the perfect inelasticity when the price of insulin increases from 190 to 220, 15.7% increase. Customer demand remains because insulin is the only drug that customers need to lower their sugar level, so that the patient's health condition becomes stable. If the price of insulin decreases from 190 to 160, 15.7% decrease, customer demand also remains. Customer will not change the use of insulin to their patient's body because there is an increase or decrease in the price of insulin. Okay, we will study about demand elasticity of income. Elasticity of demand with respect to income is a measure how much a customer's response to demand will change due to the change in customer income. The formula of demand elasticity income is the percentage quantity change request divided by the percentage revenue change. There are three types of goods related to income elasticity, namely superior goods, normal goods, and inferior goods. Superior goods if the elasticity of income bigger than 1. If the income elasticity value, superior goods are luxury goods such as diamond, traveling to Europe, owning a yacht, luxury cars, and so on. Superior goods increase in intensity as income increase. So, the demand of superior goods will increase if the income increase. Second types of goods related to income is normal goods. Normal goods if the income elasticity value between 0 and 1. That is, if income increases, the demand for normal goods also increases. So the relationship between income and demand for normal goods is unidirectional. Normal goods include education, clothing, goods, food, housing, medical expenses, and so on. Normal goods and superior goods have a common and increase in the amount of consumption along with an increase in income. The third type of goods related to income elasticity, namely inferior goods. Inferior goods if the income elasticity value is negative, below zero. If income increases, customers tend to consume less inferior good. So the relationship between income and demand for inferior good is negatively related. Inferior goods are goods whose product quality is low and the price is cheap, such as flour, salt, fish, indomie, public transportation, and so on. Okay, next up is about cross-demand elasticity of price. Cross-demand elasticity is a measure of how much consumer response will change in asking if there is a price change in other products. The formula is as follows. Cross-demand elasticity is related to the characteristic of three products, namely substitution, complementary, and unrelated product. First, we study about substitution goods. If the elasticity, cross-demand elasticity to price bigger than 1. If the elasticity of cross-demand is positive or bigger than 1, then the relationship between product A and product B is unidirectional. This means that between product A and B have a substitutional relationship where if the price of product A rises, customer demand for product B increases. Cross-demand elasticity whose elasticity value is positive and high, then they are still in one industry. Example of substitution product: Innova cars and Avanza cars, Terios cars and Ras cars, snack available in various brands, and so on. This means then that if the price of Innova car rises, then the demand for Avanza will decrease. The second is complementary goods. Complementary goods if the elasticity cross demand to price smaller than 1. If the elasticity of cross demand is negative or smaller than 1, then the relationship between product A and product B is still opposite direction, where the increase in the price of product A will decrease the demand for product B, vice versa, so that between product A and product B has a complementary relationship. Example of complementary product include car and gasoline. Car cannot be used without gasoline. If gasoline prices rise, demand for cars will tend to fall. Other example of complementary product are hamburgers and sauce, cars and wheels, mobile phone and pools, and French fish with edible oil, etc. and etc. And the third product related to cross-demand elasticity to price is unrelated goods. The cross-elasticity of demand between product A and B is close to 0. So product A and B are not related. Example include pencil and Coca-Cola, candy and motorcycle, airplane and flip-flop. There is no related good. Next, we enter to supply elasticity. Supply elasticity is a quantitative concept that looks at how much producer behavior will change in offering product in the market if there are changes in factors that affect number of product offer. There are many types of supply elasticity due to the many factors that affect the number of product offer. Factors that affect supply are product price, technology, production factor cost, the amount of raw material available, natural disasters, wars, taxes that must be paid, and so on, so that the type of supply elasticity becomes supply elasticity to price, supply elasticity to technology, supply elasticity to production factor, supply elasticity to the production factor cost, supply elasticity to the amount of raw material available, supply elasticity to natural disasters, elasticity of supply to work, elasticity of supply to taxes, and so on. This is the formula to calculate supply elasticity. For example, if we want to calculate supply elasticity to price, so the formula is percentage change in the number of item offer divided by the percentage price change in equation. Okay. Next, we will study about types of supply elasticity and supply curve. About elasticity supply. Elasticity supply if the elasticity, the quantity of elasticity bigger than 1. Supply is elastic if the response of producer in offering product is very sensitive to price changes. If the price increase slightly, the response of producer in offering becomes very large. The percentage change in the number of product offered by producer is greater than the percentage change in price. From this figure, we can see that the supply price inelastic. Because if the price falls by 50%, the number of product offer will also fall bigger than the price level is 100%. The percentage change in product offer is greater than the percentage change in price. Now we study about inelasticity supply. Elasticity smaller than 1. Inelastic supply indicates a condition where the percentage change in price greater than the percentage in the amount of product offer. Suppose, for example, elasticity smaller than 1. For example, elasticity equal to 0.5. If the price increases by 10%, the number of product offer will be increased by 5%. If the price increased by 50%, the number offer will be decreased by 25%. The figure show that if supply is price inelastic, then if price fall by 33%, the quantity product offer will also fall by 25%. The percentage in price decrease is greater than the percentage change in the number of product offer. I close our learning topic today. Hopefully all students can understand this topic, and hopefully it will be useful for all of us. Thank you.